Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Well, it is our 11th. Yes,
That's
11th
like
episode. Is it 10? No,
that's
11th.
like three hands.
I know.
Our
Double digit.
11th.
And let's see here. What are we going to talk about today, Beth? Oh, making things useful,
Like the
right?
Target birds.
They're not really useful.
Aren't they though? They bring me joy.
Okay. All right. All
That's
right.
their
All right.
use, isn't it?
All right.
Brings
So
me
yeah,
joy.
it's so cute. It really is. So today is about making printables useful. And I think we've all made our printables. I've made some printables that haven't been useful, have been ugly, have been
I
weird.
would say I've definitely
Yeah.
never made
Yeah.
an
Yes,
unuseful thing in my life.
you
Yeah.
sure?
I mean, besides my son, I guess.
Oh wow.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, everybody. He's very young. It was a joke. It's very young. He's very useful. He
She jokes
vacuums
a
every
lot.
day.
Don't take
Every
that
day.
serious at all.
No, I'm just kidding. I've
Well,
definitely
now,
made.
I think when you first start out with printables, you just kind of make what you like. You kind of make what you feel or think, but you don't put any
Ooh,
research into it. You don't,
yeah,
look at things like that. You just want to make what is pretty for
yeah.
you.
Or like when other people are doing. If you
Right.
don't know what to do, you just copy. That's, I mean, I definitely did that in the beginning because I had no idea what I was doing. And I was like, oh, that seems to be doing well. I started out making what I needed for my site and I just made a few extra sets to sell. See, there you go. Yeah, I mean, that's a good,
Did
that's
they
the best
sell?
way to like make a, oh, they didn't sell. I was going to say, that's the
Well,
best way to
because
do it.
she did the same thing I did. She made them for her. Like it
Yeah.
was, you weren't really making it for someone, you were making it for you. And so it doesn't really resonate with people unless you really like show them what to do.
Yes. And that could be a way that you make it useful is that you show people like how to use it. Because sometimes like you see like our craft and you're like, how the F did those people do that? Because and then you see the instructions and you're like, oh, obviously it was a paper bag. What was I thinking? Duh. Yeah. So you know what I mean? Like, so crafts it's something like that, like you once you know it's super easy, but when you first see it, you're like, I don't understand this, and this is ridiculous. They did not sell. I was working on stuff I needed to get off my list, not what was popular. Oh,
Yeah, I've
I'm the
done that.
popular kids. Oh my gosh, my dog's being.
And
Speaking of popular, it's the dog. She's so grumpy.
grumpy. All right. Do you want to go into some details about this? Because I think you are amazing at making printables that people can use.
I don't have like I don't have anything prepared, really. Like I don't have like a slide or anything.
Oh, it's
A
okay. You don't have to be like me. It's
PowerPoint,
all
if you
good.
will.
It's all good. Nope. By the
Oh,
way, no PowerPoint this week.
no
Sorry.
PowerPoint. Sorry,
No PowerPoint
everyone.
this week.
Sorry. So, one way, all right, let's talk about how to make things useful because I get this question all the time because I
Mhm.
ask people when they join my membership or they join my Facebook group, like, what do you want to learn about printables? And they're like, I don't even know how to make it useful. Or like, I don't even know how to make it like something that people will even like. And my number one tip, you might be able to guess, is to follow the trends. So, what people are searching for, or what the search engine says people are searching for, tends to be useful to people, even if you don't think it's useful, like pumpkin stencils for Halloween. And you're like, you could buy that at any grocery store for $1. They'll still buy it from $5 on your Etsy. So follow trends is one of my favorites. I also, oh, we talked about this a little bit, was like talk about how to use the product. Like Lynn said in the chat, having clear instructions are so important. If you put that in your like description, you put it in an image on the actual like Etsy listing, then people will see it and then they're like, oh yeah, I could do that. Like like things that they don't even know. Like, one of my students made a set of bingo cards, and she used the calling cards. She puts 4 on a page, and she used that as a memory game. And someone said in their like review or whatever, what is that called? Your review, is that
Yeah,
what's
I think
called? Review. Yeah, they're like, I never thought to use that as a memory game. Like, that's great, and I loved it, and my kids loved it. And so that's another thing you could do, is look at people's reviews. Like, if you have like I don't know, what's something else that people make. I'm stuck on bingo right now. But like, if you like lacing cards or something, and you like you look at like the most popular ones on Etsy or Teachers Pay Teachers, and you look at their reviews, and people are like, oh, I use this as blah blah blah. You know, like I use this product for this. Then you can put that in your description, and you can tell people that that's a way to use it, because actual people are using it that way. So you don't have to use your own feedback, although I prefer it. At first, you're not going to have your own feedback. So just look at other people's stuff and be like, oh, that's a great idea. I love reviews for that. Like,
Well, that
anytime.
is, yeah, that's a good idea. I never really thought. I always look at what their descriptions are, and I'm like, oh, they use it for that. But reviews, I haven't thought about that. So that's a good idea. While we're talking about the Etsy things, just so I can pop in here for 1 second.
Yeah. Okay.
So, I love to make affirmation cards. And so, what I do with my affirmation cards, they get the cards, they get the PDF, but I also make them a social media. Like, I'll do 1,000 by 1,000, so they can actually use the affirmations on social media as well. Like, it's giving them a little extra bonus. And what I do is I try to create a video showing how to do that. So videos and clear instructions are always a plus with printables, no matter what, no matter how simple you think it is. I think a lot of us assume a lot. And so you have to take that out, stop assuming, and that people will understand or know what this is for, and just kind of teach, okay, this is how you can use it for this, this, and this. And because I think when we assume that people will understand, that's when we lose them.
Yes. And anytime there's a question, anytime they look at it and they're like, I don't know if this will be useful for whatever, that's someone not buying. Anytime there's a question. So take out all questions, like answer the questions before they can even ask them, and show them different ways to use it. I think that's so important, especially, okay, so like on Teachers Pay Teachers, right? So they're all teachers, so they should know how to use all these things. But like, what if they're a first-time teacher? Or what if it's for a sub plan and the person's not even a teacher who's going to be using it? Like, give them that letter, so that they give them like you can write a letter to the teacher that says, like, this is different ways that I've used it in my classroom. These are tips and tricks. Like, for like lacing cards, you could be like, use shoelaces, or use yarn and tape the ends, or like anything you can give them to make their lives easier. Yes. Even if you think like they're going to know all the tips and tricks, they're a teacher, or they're going to know all the tips and tricks, they're buying this thing on Etsy. Obviously they should know what it is, but those tips and tricks could be life-changing for them.
Definitely. I like tips and tricks.
Oh, design tips and Giggles.
Yeah, definitely those two women. Yeah, crazy.
They are crazy. Do you ever watch those TikToks that are like, what is a thing that like a little change in your life that has been like life-changing, and you've done it every time for the rest of your life? Have you ever watched those? It's like some sound, and then someone's like, oh yeah, I do this. I had one that was life-changing for me that I've done ever since then. You want to hear what it is? So like creamer, coffee creamer. Yeah. When you open it, and it's like the it's the thing that you have to like rip off and it's super hard to do.
Right.
If you just open the lid and then put it down and pop it, it opens it for you. Oh yeah. Every time I ever open creamer now, I'm just like, here we go. Let's get some creamer. Boop. Done. It's my favorite thing to do.
Not me running out to go get creamer today so I can try this.
It's like I have to try it now. Yeah. And it's like the TikTok sound. It's like, what's an unconscious thing you do now because you
okay, now I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, so oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've learned a lot off of TikTok actually.
Oh, me too. And like the avocado, if you cut it with the knife, you can like pop out the. Oh my gosh, I forgot you don't like avocados. They're my favorite superfood.
No, but I do know how to cut them.
Yeah, and how to get the seed out super easy.
Yes, with a spoon or what? I do.
You take a knife and you and then you just like turn it and then it just comes right out. Oh. I learned everything I know on TikTok. Everything I've ever learned, everything I know, all of my current knowledge, TikTok. Yeah.
I was on there last night going, man, I should make some Canva TikToks.
Every time I get on there, my kids always want to watch TikTok with me. They're like, do you want to cuddle? And it's like, you don't want to cuddle with me. You want to cuddle with TikTok. And they're like, no. And then they're like, we should make TikToks. And it's like, what do you think we do that's so entertaining that anybody on the internet's going to want to see it? And they're like, Jackson's funny. And it's like, yeah. Fair point. Fair point. He is funny. But yeah. So my kids really want me to be a TikTok star.
Well, you know, we have our dreams and ambitions. You never know. Next year we might be TikTok stars.
Next year.
Teacher, pay teacher, and I can be Canva.
Yeah.
And you know, Lynn, VA, you know. But
making $1 bajillion with Lynn.
There you go.
That could be your TikTok handle. Is that even what TikTok calls it? I don't even know. But we're talking about TikTok now instead of printables. I'm sorry. Yeah. I just really wanted to talk about creamer, you know, because I just love it so much.
But I'm going to try it. So thank you for the tip.
You're welcome.
There we go. You got a tip.
Yeah, but like things like that. If you put something like that into your printable, into your like description or into the actual product, and then people take that and they're like, oh my gosh, I had no idea that was even a thing. Right? Even though like some of those you see it and you're like, duh. You know, others can be like, oh my gosh, that changed my life.
I'd rather have them say duh than say, oh, I don't understand. Let me go to the next seller. Right. So I'd rather take the duh. So
yeah, absolutely. Take the duh.
Take the duh. Did I just start something? Just kidding.
I'm gonna write that down so I can remember it. I'd
take the duh.
Take the duh.
And I think with making things useful, you have to understand who your audience is.
Ooh.
You know, like, I would not want to, my audience, you know, they're kind of teacher pay teacher, they're kind of, but I'm not going to go teach teacher pay teacher in my Canva group because, hello, I don't know it very well. And I can send them to Beth if I, you know, so.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying really hard to look at the questions, the answers that I get from my Facebook group to create videos and stuff like so I'm really trying to zone in on who my customers are so that way I can create the best products. You know, so you have to really know who your, what do they call it? It's called something.
Your avatar.
There we go. You know, for the longest time, ideal customer. The avatar threw me off for years. Because of the blue people? Always thought it was the little thing that the
emoji
logging.
Oh,
that little
like the favicon.
Yeah. I always thought it was that. I was like, why do they keep talking about this?
Does it really matter that much?
Right. Like, does it really matter that I don't have? But yes, for some reason, for the longest time, I'm like, Avatar, why do I really need that? But I get it now, people. I get it.
now. I
I get it.
understand.
It's
And you
not,
learn a lot about your ideal audience, like the more you make, I've
Yeah.
noticed. So like in the beginning, you're gonna make things and they're gonna be kind of junky. We all did it. We all went through the junky phase.
of course.
We all did. But eventually we learn, like people give us reviews that are like,
Right.
I can't even see the words on this, like, can you make it bigger? And then it's like, oh, yes I can. So so yes.
Yeah, I got
Um,
an email the other day. It was so funny. She goes, I'm watching a couple of your videos and I can't hear you. And I'm like, oh. So I asked her what videos, because I think I talk loud enough these days that people can hear me. Oh, and they were from last year. And I'm like, oh, I am so sorry. Those were really bad videos. My mic was bad, blah, blah, blah. I go, you know what? I'll redo them. And she was super happy that I redid them. And it was just like taking in what people say to you sometimes can hurt the heart, like really hurt the heart. But if you just take in what they're saying and just kind of, improve the next time around, it helps a lot too.
Yeah.
Your audience is very important.
Yeah. But then other times they're going to give you advice that you're just like, I don't need to take that. Like someone asked me for, I have these color posters and it's a whole page. And she wanted it to be like vertical and like 3 to a page. And I did end up doing it, but like nobody else has bought it since. So like I was like, oh wow, I spent like 3 hours on that and it made me $3. And nobody's ever gonna buy that. So thank you.
Okay. Well, then there's some things, don't listen to your customers.
But I mean, I did make that customer happy. Maybe they'll come back and buy things later. But if it's something that's going to take you super, super long and like you don't see value in it aside from that one person, or if it's something that's not your expertise, if someone is like, could you make this printable in like Russian or something? And it's like, well, I don't speak Russian and I have no idea. Like I could do like a Google Translate, but like what if they
Canva does translate now?
Shut your mouth. Are you serious?
I'm so serious.
Oh my gosh. Does it speak Russian?
Translate.
Really?
Yes, I've done a video. You obviously didn't watch it, but it's good.
I know I saw that video. I was there for that. I'm sorry.
Just kidding, but yeah, I did. Yeah, translate. It's a new feature. It's a new feature, but it has so many.
Dude, Canva, man, I remember back in the day when Canva didn't even have shadows.
Right. Oh, and then they took them away from us for a while.
Oh my gosh, that was experience.
I was about ready to throw in my Canva membership at that time. Don't take those shadows away from me.
Give those shadows back, Canva. You give it back.
I felt it was like Christmas when they put it back. I was like,
yeah.
Yes. Oh, and the layers. Sorry.
Sorry,
I'm just a Canva freak. The layers, that I'm in love with layers.
Okay. PowerPoint has that too now.
Yeah,
I mean, I probably always had it. Whatever. But I found it the other day and I was like, what is this? What is this menu that I haven't looked at apparently ever in my life? That's my favorite thing.
When you looked at everything in PowerPoint?
Yes. No, there's a lot. There's a lot. And people aren't like obsessed with it. Like people like on Canva, you can go on TikTok and you can see new things about Canva pretty easily. Or you can go to Pam's group and, find out new things about TikTok or find out new things about Canva very easily. Whereas like PowerPoint is like old. Nobody really uses it except for me. And Like, I feel like people are like, oh, well, everybody already knows about power. Like, I feel like it's harder to find things. Or if you look for like PowerPoint tips, they're like, make the best presentation ever. And it's like, well, I'm actually using it to create printables for preschoolers. You know? So
I think you could make PowerPoint fun. Well, you do make PowerPoint fun.
I
So
do. Yeah.
you do.
I could make PowerPoint cool again. Yeah.
Right.
My kids think I can do it. I want to have the confidence that my kids think that I know, like the confidence that my kids have in me. I want to have that kind of confidence. Yeah. All right. Let's do it. That should be our homework. Make a TikTok. Become famous. That's our homework, Pam. Become famous.
Okay.
That was a really good response.
Okay.
I would love to do that.
Okay.
Okay.
So quiet now. It's just so quiet. As long as I don't have to dance, we're all right. Well, actually,
Yes.
I'm probably a better dancer than I am a TikTok. So you never know. You never know.
I'm a better dancer than I am at the TikTok.
You never know. Well, we would like to know if you guys have any questions about how, or comments or tips, because you're open to it too, to, you know, about making things useful. So.
Oh, you know what? I'm working right now on this basic design principles for printables. Principles for printables. And
I'm talking that.
I'm like, well, it's this too. All these things are gonna go into the PowerPoint and I'm gonna make this video. And I was looking at some of my older stuff because I was like, I know I have garbage out there. I'm gonna find it. And one of the biggest things I found was I did a lot of memory cards, and that's why I keep like talking about memory cards, because that was, or memory like Go Fish games or whatever. Yeah. Memory games, yeah. And I used to do like 9 to a page and make them like really small. And so they were like these little tiny eensy weensy things that are like smaller than a Post-it note, like very small.
Oh, okay.
And now I make them 4 to a page. And I think one of the big things about making them useful is understanding that sometimes they're going to be more than 1 page, and that's okay. It's okay to have a memory card that takes up 6 pages and has them print 6 pages instead of 1 page where the thing is like this big, right? So white space. That's my tip. White space.
White space. Love it.
All right.
So Stephanie, yes, I have played around a little bit more. I'm actually doing a video for that's going to utilize, because I went in at first, I was like, this is dumb. And I was like, this is so dumb. Why? I can go to Canva and get layout or template ideas. I mean, I don't really, what is this? What is this? And so I made the presentation last week for this using that. So I went a little bit more into detail with ChatGPT, and it helped a lot. But this week I'm going to do an infographic. And I think it's going to help a bit more. It's you just have to play around with it a little more, and you have to give it more direction. I think a lot of people thought that it was going to automatically, well, people, when I say people, I'm going to say myself. I thought it would put it all together for me in Canva, and it doesn't do that. It shouldn't do that. That's just part, but you can still ask it to give the info to, step 1, step 2, step 3. So I'm going to show that this week in
like how to put it all together.
Yes.
Once you.
Yeah.
That's smart.
But yeah, it at first I was like, this is stupid. But
Right.
after playing around with it a bit more, I will utilize it. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna utilize it at all, because it's stupid. I'm going to utilize it and make it work, because I do see how it could help me think of things and put copy and paste. So yes, I have played around a little bit more with it, and it's halfway not stupid anymore. So there we go. I'm just waiting for it to not be totally stupid.
Waiting for it to not be totally stupid. All right. That's a good one. All right. Well, that's good.
Right? So
That's good.
am I not, is this video better than last week's?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
And I'll just be on the laptop in our meetings.
Yeah. Are you in a different room like you said you were going to be?
No,
Oh.
I'm in the same room.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Same Wi-Fi.
That's crazy.
I think it has a lot to do with my desktop just being kind of old, maybe. Because when I get on it, I hear start the wheels or something like
you have to wake up the hamster.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. But the MacBook, I was scared of my MacBook for a long time. So it just sat there wondering why I wasn't on it. So now I'm getting on it.
Having feelings. The poor MacBook has feelings.
It was neglected for about a year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I bought it, bought it. Never used it.
I just bought it.
I just bought it. That COVID money that
no.
Yeah. Not COVID. When we were out of work. Kind of thing.
Yes.
I put a little bit of money in my business thinking that a MacBook would be nice to have. Well, the MacBook scared me. So
yeah. I really like the Apple products. I love Apple products. When I went to college in I guess it was a long time ago now, but they had all Apple products for I went for a design degree, and we were working on Adobe and everything on a Mac. So I learned design on a Mac. Ooh, and nice. I loved it. I loved it so much. I was like, oh, it's so fast and it's so nice and I love it. But they're so expensive. So I'm like, I'll just buy my junky PC and replace it every year because, well, not every year, but every 5 years, because it gets so slow that I can't use it anymore.
Yeah.
Relatively quickly.
I buy all my computers off QFC.
Really?
So I can make payments. Someday I will be there that I'll just buy the whole damn thing at one time. There we go. Wow. That's a goal. That's a goal. We'll get there. I'm getting there.
My husband had a Best Buy credit card for a while, and they gave you like free financing for a year or something like that on purchases over like $1,000 or something like that, or over 100, or I don't even remember. But he's like, let's buy it on that, and then we didn't have to pay we made payments on it for like up to a year without having to pay like a fee.
Oh, that's good.
To make it a higher price. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. But then we ended up, we're like, why do we still go to Best Buy? Because he worked at Best Buy a long time ago, back in the day. And now we're like, why don't we just buy it someplace that's not a bajillion percent increased in.
That's right. So, what was it going? I lost track.
I'm sorry.
No.
We're talking about computers and design.
Computers, yeah. Best Buy. Yeah, never mind. It's gone. It's totally gone.
It's gone.
Gone. So getting back to making things useful, because we still probably need to wrap that up.
Uh,
Go for
I
it.
have one. Be
Yes.
specific. I have a doodle here. It says useful.
She has a doodle.
Yeah. So do a specific thing instead of trying to be everything to everyone. Be like, okay, I'm gonna make this memory game. Sorry, again. I'm not gonna make a memory game with like a planner attached to it because somebody who wants a memory game might also want a planner. No.
No, they're not.
Do one thing at a time.
They might want some tic-tac-toe things, but they're not going to want
That's a good idea. Make a little tic-tac-toe out of your memory game.
but they're not going to want a planner. No.
Maybe they just really want to plan their memory game.
And that's
We will.
no. And that's where it comes in that you need to know your customers.
Yes. And
Yes.
solve one problem. Solve one problem.
Oh, not
And if,
5?
well, you know what you could do if you want to solve 5 problems, Pam? You know what you could do is you could make a bundle. You could solve one problem, 5 different problems, one problem per printable, and make
There you
5
go.
problems, and then solve all those problems at once. Make 5 problems, Pam. Do it.
You know. Now, I have a question because I know my answer.
Oh.
And we're speaking on bundles.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Would you more be inclined to buy a bundle than just one item? Like if you're going to get a really good sale on a bundle.
Yeah.
And then, but then there's this one product. I mean, it's okay. It's nice. But there's
somebody.
no bundle.
I was talking with somebody about that the other day, and they're like, I'm not going to buy a bundle if it has a product I'm not going to use in it. And I'm like, I will buy a product if it has one item that I will use in it. Like someone made, somebody made this clip art bundle, and it's 4 things of clip art, and I only used the one, and I still bought it because I was like, that is the cutest turkey I have ever seen in my life. I have to have it. And it ended up being one of my best sellers, but I should probably use the rest. But it's okay that I didn't use the rest because that one purchase paid for itself rather quickly because, and it was a growing bundle. So I was like, I don't even know what the next 2 are going to be, but I know this one is one that I'm going to use.
And you utilize the see, now that's the point. You're great because you took that, you actually used it, made money, unlike me who buys stuff and it just sits.
Yes, I would never do that. I've never bought something and never, that's not me. That's not something I would do.
No, I've seen your clip art.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So when you buy stuff, use it. That's our
even if you only use like a quarter of it.
Exactly. Even if you only use a little bit of it, you're still using it. And I'm so proud of you for that.
Thank you. It's really cute. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna show everybody because it was cute.
Now she's gonna show the turkey.
I'm gonna show you because you guys, oh my gosh, I sent it to my husband. So lately, not lately, this is last year. This is the last year that I bought this clip art and I'm still in love with it. I sent it to my husband because I was like, I'm still using family funds for my clip art purchases. So I tend to talk it over with him beforehand. And I was like, look, I need this. And he's like, you don't need this. And he's like, oh man, but those turkeys are really cute. And I was like, I know they're cute. That's why I'm going to buy them. I already bought them. Sorry. It's like, well, obviously you need them. So
you showed him after you already bought it?
Yeah, to ask permission. Yeah, ask permission. Yeah. But he knows that I'm going to buy it anyway. A lot of times I'll be like, should I buy this? And he's like, well, you already did probably. So
at least he knows.
That's fair. Can't deny that. All right, let's see.
Knows.
Here we go. I gotta find the actual clip art though, because that's what I said I was gonna show you. I'm sorry.
For what? So you can find your turkey.
No, I found what I used, what I made with it.
Okay. I want to see that.
Yeah, you do. You do. It's adorable. All right, hold on. Okay. Oh, here it is. Okay. Yeah. All right. I can share my screen. Screen 2. Right? Yeah. Oh,
Yep.
here, I'll just whoop, put this over
There
here.
we go.
And this is the clip art that I bought. Right? Yeah. I buy a lot. And it has this. And I was like, oh my gosh, look at all the different, it has a pineapple.
Oh, that's cute.
I need to
Cute.
have it. I need to have it. And so I bought it and I made this turkey in disguise, right? The room. So basically what you do, I don't even know if this is a good preview or if it's just, yeah, no, it's just the thing. But like, so they take these like little like task cards and they put them all over the room, and then the kids find them and they write down what it says. Like this says pineapple. So they would find the little pineapple wherever it is and write pineapple. That's the whole point. So I got to use all this clip art and all the cute little things. And it was really fun. And people bought and loved it. And I also made a like a dice game out of it. So you like roll and then you pick a body and you pick a belly and a hat.
Oh
or
my God,
their
these are
whole
so cute.
outfit, right? It's the cutest thing I've ever seen. So I had to have it, obviously. And
Well, yes.
yeah, so I yeah, it's the cutest thing ever, and I'm obsessed with it. And it sold really well because so my ideal audience is very much like me, that they see something and they're like, oh, that's so cute, and then they buy it, right? So I know when I see clip art and I'm like, oh, it's so cute, people are going to have that response as well. So it was kind of an easy answer for me. And I think I'm going to redo these sometime. The like thing to make it more, oh, that's so cute, you know, add a turkey somewhere. That's dressed up as a pineapple because that one's my favorite. All right. So yeah, I do stuff like that. And that's what I do.
Did you come up with the name Turkeys in Disguise?
Yeah.
I love it. See, love that. Beth, you're just amazing.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, let me stop share. Yeah. So I'm obsessed with clip art. And I don't even think I used the rest of this. It's got food. I could use that. But this disguise the turkey, that was the only thing I used out of this whole bundle. And it's made me much more than the bundle was worth, much more than that.
Oh, there you go. Because you know, you bought it, you used part of it. And I think you really used it in such a great way that because you know your audience, cute. And then the turkey in disguise, that, you know, who comes up with that? You know,
I have a one of my best sellers is a roll a gingerbread man. Like it's a craft, it's a dice game where you roll, and every, you know, the same thing as the turkey. And I was like, I could do that with the turkey. I could do that with the turkey. And it was a bestseller. Like, I don't know, people like dice games for some reason. I have never in my life used a dice game like that ever, even now that I've made multiple of them. I've never used them. But my kids always ask me to do it. You know, like my kids always ask for it, and they say that that would be something that they would love to do at school. And it's like, well, there we go. Maybe I should let them play.
Yeah, well,
sometime.
In school, I think the only games we played was Heads Up, 7 Up.
Oh yeah,
that was my favorite. By the way,
where you always like look at to see what shoes are they wearing,
right? So yeah, dice games would have been fun.
Especially for like what is that called, like parties when they have parties at school, because they have parties. My kids have like 4 parties a year, or they did in Memphis. They had one for fall, like the last day before fall break, the last day before Thanksgiving, the last day before Christmas break, and the last day before Easter break, I think. And then like the end of the school year.
Yeah.
By far the most popular thing on my website is a pin the nose on the Rudolph printable. I need to recreate it for every holiday season. Silliest printable I ever bought back in the day, but by far the most popular all year long. That is fun. Yeah, I think my kids, they had one for, it was like the wobbler or the gobbler thing on the turkey. They did that for one of their school parties. Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Or
cool.
like, yeah. Games do really well. Bingo games do really well because of class parties. Like I rock class parties on my printables, apparently. I didn't even realize, but yeah. They're just
I
fun.
love that. I love that you're giving what people want.
Yeah.
Because why? Because you check out trends, I bet.
Because I love buying clip art also.
Okay,
That was something that I made kind
too.
of on a whim because I was like, that seems fun. And I don't know, I just wanted a dice game. I don't know why. Yes, trends. Yes.
Trends.
I wonder if dice games is trending.
But you also
is.
see what else is what is selling, and then you can use it. So yeah, Lynn, your homework is to make the Rudolph for every single holiday. Okay, just kidding.
What
And
can we do?
Huh?
What are some ideas for that though? So there, you could do something for like Valentine's Day. You put like a Valentine in the mailbox or something like that. A Halloween and a Thanksgiving one. Okay, so Halloween, you could do like I don't know, like a face on the scarecrow or something, or a crow on a fence. I don't know. I'm not very good at this.
Sure?
I don't know what I would do for that, but like for a turkey, you should definitely do the wobbler. Or what is that even what it's called? I just always call it the
A
wobbler,
ghost.
gobbler thing, yeah,
This little turkey thing going on.
little turkey giblet, yeah. Pin the nose or mouth on the ghost. Oh, the face on the jack-o'-lantern. That's smart. I also like the nose on the ghost. That sounds cute too.
There's some really cute ghosts out there. I like these little boho ghosts that they have.
Oh my gosh. The ones that they're not even white anymore. They're
no,
like,
they're not, are they?
And I just love it. I'm like, oh, that's so chic.
Right?
Pin the beak. Yeah, our feathers on a turkey. That's a good idea too.
Speaking of a ghost, on TikTok, I was watching a TikTok on Procreate, how to do the ghost. And she made it look so easy. You should have seen my ghost.
Oh no.
I followed the instructions.
Yeah.
My ghost didn't look cute. My ghost looked like it was dragged down the road miles. And so that's why I don't do clip art in Procreate. I try.
Yeah.
But my stuff does not look right. So back to Canva I go, where they have cute little ghosts that I can't mess up.
That I cannot mess up. Yeah. Yeah. People always make things look easy on those things. And then you try it and you're like we had this watercolor painting subscription for a while, and we would like paint, and now every time we're like, we're awful at this. Like it's fun and it's something that we do together, so we kept doing it and we enjoyed it, but like at the end we're like, we are not artists.
So funny.
This is just for fun because no one would pay for this.
I know the things that you buy, like the paint by numbers, stuff like that. Why do they not look what is on that piece of paper? Like,
yeah, like at all.
Like, I don't get it. What Someone's messing with me.
Someone's messing with me.
But we're coming up to 8 o'clock and I have to go at 8 because I have to go work out. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Mhm.
I have a busy schedule these days. Oh,
I am so busy.
however, I got my membership up this weekend. I feel so much lighter. I got it up for the members that are already in there. So for me, that's a lot. I still have more to go, but I got the membership up. I feel good. And I feel like I was telling Beth earlier, I feel like there's a light now. Now I can go do emails. Now I can go do, I felt like I was just super focused on this membership that I was letting everything else fall wherever. And so I'm really happy about that. Beth is next. She didn't beat me, by the way, guys. Remember last week she was talking.
That's because I rage quit on like Wednesday.
She was going to get it up before me.
I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get this, and then after a day, I was like, this sucks.
Yeah, she did. She wrote back. She goes, "Yeah, I'm gonna take off. I can't do this no more right now."
I'm not doing it.
So, Pam won. Sorry, Pam won.
Yeah, well, you're the patient one. I'm very much a rage quitter. That's what I am.
So, but let's go over to make things useful. One,
oh, gosh, I put my thing away.
Trends.
Got it.
Go for it. Use
feedback. Use feedback. Yeah. And then 3, talk about ways. This is 4. 3, talk about more ways to use the product in the description and images and in the actual product. Give them more ways to use your useful product for one specific need.
Yep.
Don't be everything to everyone. Solve one problem in one printable. If you have more problems to solve, make a bundle. And then make $1 bajillion because, oh my gosh, bundles make $1 bajillion. That's exactly true. That's factual.
And don't assume that people know what you're trying to do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'd rather take the duh.
Let's take the duh. Then the no. I'm not buying your product.
Yeah.
Take the duh.
Yeah.
There we go.
Take the duh.
See? I think this one was great.
It's fun.
It was fun. All right. Hopefully we, gave some tips, right?
Yeah. I think so.
I think we did. We did.
And don't try to fit everything on one page because.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, don't do that. Let's not do that.
Okay.
All right.